Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching season 3 episode 2 of Heartstopper. If you want access to my uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. The first episode was such a great start to this season, seeing where everybody is at, seeing the stage they're at in their relationships and the problems that may arise this season. I was so proud of everybody for openly communicating their worries, or the main thing that had been plaguing them in that episode, with Charlie trying to build up the courage to say I love you to Nick, and then he did it, and I was so scared when Nick just said nothing. I think he was shell-shocked in that shower. He was just dead silent, and then Charlie ran off, so he had to run after him. Ended up being a super romantic moment. It reminded me, again, I feel like there's so many parallels in the show, but it reminded me of the scene in season 1 when Nick ran out to Charlie and they kissed in the rain, because Nick was wet mainly and it was out on a street, but you know, it still hits. Elle and Tao are facing the fact that they're going to be in a long distance relationship when Elle goes off to college, and so they're making the most of every moment together, and Tao is trying really hard to make everything perfect and do all this romantic stuff, but he's becoming a bit of a control freak because he won't let her do anything for him. He was so adamant on cooking that romantic dinner, and then they just ended up getting Dominoes again. And Tara and Darcy living together was too much for Tara, and she told Darcy she thinks she should move in with her grandma, and I hope that things all work out there for her, because Darcy should be able to have a nice home life in her own safe space. I know she loves living with Tara, but she needs her own safe haven as well. Really hope that her grandma is as lovely as she seems to be, because her mum treated her so terribly, and she deserves to have a nice maternal figure in her life. I always expect it to be a little bit different whenever we start a new season. I always expect something to have changed or some vibe to be off, but it still just feels like the same amazing, wholesome, happy feeling Heartstopper. Much as there are deeper topics being explored now, it still fills me with so much warmth, and I love that it still gives me that feeling.
He's my favourite nephew. Don't tell David.
Hey, how's it going?
Shame Mum had to pull out.
Yeah, well, there's always next year.
Is Olivia Colman not in this season? He should have found out what... Okay, I hope that wasn't homework that he had to submit. You can do this thing now where if you know what flight someone's on, you can actually track their plane. I've been doing that a few times recently with people that have gone on holiday. Not in a stalkery way, but just in a checking their landing safely way, okay? Oh, see, that's a nice hallucination. We like the pink edges, not the black ones.
I love you.
He's gonna spend the whole holiday worrying about him, isn't he? Home. I hope this means we'll see Darcy moving into her new home.
Can you tidy up a bit in here, please? The room looks a mess. Did you do it?
Yeah.
And he said it back?
Yeah.
Told you.
We were in the sea, and Nick was like, he said that he was worried that
Nick, for the love of God, why now? Why now? Oh, I really didn't think he would tell her, and I mean, he still might not because he got interrupted, but he was about to, and that means something. I just said I think Tori would be the next person that he should go to, Nick or Charlie, about this, and maybe her words will influence him, because they've always had quite a close dynamic. She's a very, what's the word for her really? She doesn't seem very emotional, but she loves her brother dearly and she will do anything to protect him. So I think she would try as hard as she could to make sure he either starts eating or gets the help that he needs.
Nick,
English to the
can't hear you.
Charlie. I think signals.
Charlie.
Put the phone down. You can talk to Nick later.
Charlie, yeah?
You shouldn't be staying late around his house. You're too young to be having sex.
What? Oh, we're not.
I'm worried that you're putting a boy over everything else, over yourself.
So I can't have a boyfriend because of schoolwork.
Charlie, can we...
I get where she's coming from with those worries, and while we know they're not having sex, she doesn't know that. And yes, I did agree last season that I think the relationship was getting away with Charlie focusing on his schoolwork, But right now, the mess that she wants him to clear up is his revision. He's literally doing schoolwork right now. He's revising. He's doing what she wanted him to. And it still doesn't feel like enough. There's something so off about Charlie's mum. I mean, she didn't have a great reaction to finding out about their relationship, did she? I remember her being very unsupportive and unsympathetic towards the situation. And I swear to God, if she finds out about Charlie's eating disorder and like shouts at him or has a go at him, that will be the final straw for me. Mrs. Spring, please don't let me down. Actually be there for your son when he needs you.
I was just talking to my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend? Well, we have a lot to catch up on, don't we?
Hi.
Hi.
You're never too old for a youthful love. And watching these two, it gives me the same feels as watching Nick and Charlie. Like, it feels kind of similar. They're both saying hi. I know that's such a simple thing, but come on, it's cute. Shy stares, the knowing remarks. It's all the same. It feels the same. And in all honesty, I don't think we ever really grow up.
Morning, all.
Morning.
Curse you.
You are playing a very dangerous game.
It's fun, no?
Oh, I know. But if the kids find out,
I know. I'll be good.
I forgot that he spoke like that. He sounds like such a road man.
Spirit, big man. Time to
Big
get it
man.
over with.
Good luck, you two. And remember, bad grades aren't the worst thing in the world. Let me know what day you want to move in. I'm getting your room ready.
Oh, she does seem nice. Did that actress play Aunt Babe in EastEnders? She was horrible in that.
Where's Nick's?
That's Nick.
Great, thank you.
Victoria Spring.
You open it.
no, no.
I always forget they're in different years.
What did you get in maths? I got an 8.
An 8 in maths? Bloody hell. I got a 5. Who is this? Tara. All 9s! That is astounding. How the hell could you get all 9s? I just don't understand how people can accomplish things like that. All the while having a social life? Like, it's impossible.
Well done, Tara. I hope you'll be joining our Oxbridge prep group in September.
Wow. But if she doesn't want to do that, she doesn't have to.
You did so well.
Exams mean nothing.
He did really good as well. He got a 5 in maths, same bestie. For people that don't know, by the way, a 4 is a pass. 7 and 8 are A's, 9 is A plus or A star, 6 is a B, 5 is a high C, and a 4 is a low C. And then 3 is a D, 2 is an E, 1 is an F.
Charlie just texted. I passed all my GCSEs.
Oh no.
I thought we were all going to Nando's to celebrate results. That's like the only reason that I'm here.
Oh my god. I totally forgot.
Me and Elle were going to go to the park.
I guess it's just you and me then.
Oh,
Okay, nah, all good. Another time.
eating. Wonder if Isaac will start to feel isolated now. That's the book, On the Road with 10 Things I Hate About Plato. That's what Charlie was reading in the first episode.
I'm not hungry. I'll eat later.
You're abandoning me again.
I don't want to see Mum.
That song again. Difference in confidence, isn't it? Nick, one take, sent it. Charlie's just not comfortable like that. He ignored it.
You look like a lovesick puppy, dear nephew.
Do you ever treat people with eating disorders?
Sometimes. Why?
I don't know. Just curious.
You need a nice poster of a handsome boy up there.
I'm a lesbian, Gran.
Your dad never told me that. You need a pretty girl up there, then.
Perfect.
Excellent work.
You've been very Tao obsessed. We've hardly seen you. He's been taking me out on a date, like, every day. It's like he's scared I'm going to abandon him if he's not a good enough boyfriend.
He does have abandonment issues.
What's up?
I'm worried. I don't know. I love you.
My mum found this when she was clearing out the loft. It was my dad's. He was always using this when I was a little kid, so I thought I'd keep it.
Is that where his love for cameras stems from?
He'd always be taking photos of me. I'd hate it. I wish I'd sat still. And I wish I'd posed.
There are so many regrets that you have once someone is gone, all those little things. Like something as simple as not wanting your picture taken. It's like, why didn't I want my picture taken more? Because of what I look like. It's sad that he has those regrets now, even though he was just a small child, you know, making those decisions. He was filled with regret because his dad died when he was 12, was it? Those are moments that he will never get back, and he wishes he made the most out of them, which is why he's doing it with Elle now.
When's Charlie getting here?
I don't know. He didn't really reply to the group chat, so...
You not think it's weird that Charlie hasn't been replying to the group chat?
He's probably with Nick or something.
But Nick went on holiday.
Isaac, I'm sure he's fine.
Respect to Isaac for noticing now as well.
Ow, ow.
I'm gonna head off, actually, guys.
No, Isaac, please.
Don't leave. We love you.
I mean, guys, it was like he wasn't even there.
What's going on, Charlie?
What?
Well, you don't want to hang out with us anymore. And I'm just feeling a little bit left out, to be honest.
I'm sorry, I'm just sorry.
I'm always so surprised by how communicative everyone is in this show.
We could watch that Emma adaptation.
Oh, you know that's my favourite.
You go and get your brother.
Why do I have to get him?
There's more chance he'll calm down if you ask.
So happy we're seeing more of Tori this season, because she is a bit of an enigma.
It's on a roast. It'll be absolutely flavourless, but you know he loves doing a roast.
Oh, come down.
God, is she gonna look at his laptop? That's an invasion of... Oh. It's still an invasion of privacy. It's very important that he was looking though.
Tao, how many times do I have to tell you that I'm not leaving? You've lost someone in the past and you're scared of it happening again. I want to make art, I want to make new friends, and I want to have all kinds of new experiences. But that doesn't mean I like you any less.
She phrased that so perfectly.
I love you.
So many I love yous this season already.
Really? I love you too. I love you so much. I just thought it was too soon to say it.
In both relationships as well. It's not the person I expected to say it first that said it first. I thought for sure it would be Nick and Tao, and they reverted it.
Charlie, is something wrong?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I don't love that Tori looked at his laptop, but it's good that she is now able to pick up on things as well, because she'll be paying more attention now.
I missed you so much. I missed you too.
The darkness of Charlie's environment compared to Nick's.
I was just wondering if you've been eating okay.
I think you were right. I think I do have an eating disorder.
Sorry.
Charlie,
Sorry again.
it's okay.
You can talk to your parents. You can get help.
I can't talk to them. I can't tell my parents. I don't know what to do.
Are you in here texting Nick? We're having a family dinner. Charlie, you can't keep skipping dinner. You have to eat.
I don't feel well.
Is Nick still on the phone? Oh, he
I have to
muted
go.
it.
Sorry, I love you.
He's accepted it, but Nick's so far away. He must feel so helpless.
What's going on? You've had something on your mind this whole holiday.
Charlie has an eating disorder. He just can't eat sometimes. A lot of the time. Trying to get him to talk to me about it. Maybe talk to his parents or something, but he says he just can't. I don't know what to do now. I really love him.
Oh, come here.
Oh my god, the acting outsold this season, didn't it?
You're a 16-year-old kid.
Exactly.
That is a lot to put
They
on the
both
shoulders of a
are.
16-year-old.
It's too much for Nick to have to feel like he's the sole one responsible for watching out for Charlie and looking after him. But then it's so much for Charlie to be going through this so young, you know?
It's okay that you're scared.
I don't know how to fix him.
I know that it feels like You are each other's whole world. But that dependency isn't healthy for anyone. He needs help from a doctor or a therapist, someone that understands eating disorders and knows how to treat them. Love can't cure a mental illness. You can be there for him, just to talk or listen.
Isaac.
Standing together, even when it's hard.
Nick has such great figures in his life, doesn't he? Besides his dad.
People need more support than one person can give.
Oh my god, okay, so I didn't expect things to get emotional this early, but it did. It's a good thing. It's being explored how I wanted it to, and I'm glad that Charlie is doing the research now himself. I don't actually think he would have if Nick hadn't mentioned it. I don't think he would have thought of the term eating disorder, personally. But Nick mentioning it has obviously put that spark in his brain, and he's Googling it, and he does agree. He thinks he has an eating disorder. And Tori's seen it, so now she's looking out for it. She's worried about him. Isaac was worried about him because he noticed him withdrawing himself. It's the people closest to him and also the people more alone. Tori, she doesn't socialise very much from what we've seen. She is close to her brother and she loves him, and he's noticing. Isaac, he doesn't have a partner that is distracting him from his friends, and he's noticed Charlie's withdrawal. Whereas Elle and Tao, they don't think it's a big deal because they're so loved up and they're distracted, and they have every right to be. You're not always supposed to keep tabs on all your friends, but it's these things that are distracting them from noticing this. Whereas I think Tao in season 1, when he was alone, he would have noticed Charlie withdrawing himself instantly. And I think he did pick up on Charlie's changes in behaviour a lot. Like when he started spending more time with Nick, he got really bitter about it. And look at him now. It's just what happens. Everyone gets swept up in the whirlwind of love, and it does distract from other things. That's what makes it a blessing and a curse, because it can distract you from so many bad things in your life, but then also it can distract you from important things. Like with Charlie, it was his schoolwork last season, and it can also make you blind to what other people are going through because you're so focused on yourself and this one other person. And for Nick, because he's focusing on himself and this one other person, it's become so intense for him. Played his whole holiday just the thought of, is Charlie okay? Is Charlie okay? When he's ignoring his messages, he's sat there thinking, has he eaten today? He's trying to text that but then deleting it because he doesn't know how to phrase it. He doesn't want to keep pushing him. It's such a difficult situation to navigate. As I said, I don't really know how I would go about it either. But it is too much for Nick to bear on his own. When Charlie doesn't want to tell his parents, it makes things quite difficult. If he was to seek professional help, they would need to know. They would be notified or something, wouldn't they? Because he's a minor. They aren't like Nick's mum or Nick's aunt. She seems lovely too. Or Tao's mum. They are a bit off, but surely they wouldn't react so negatively to finding out about their son. Surely they would support him through that. You would only hope that if they found out about their son's eating disorder, they would try and help him as best they could, not berate him for it. I know his mum is pushy, but I would like to think that she wouldn't do that, even if a little part of me does worry that she would like shout at him if he came to her about this information. But I think that's just the worst case scenario thing, again, playing in my head. Darcy's grandma does seem lovely, so I'm very happy about that. She can be happy there. I did get scared a little bit when she told her to put up a picture of a boy, and Liz just went, I'm a lesbian. And she was like, oh, your dad didn't tell me that. I thought she was gonna go, get out. But thankfully she didn't. She's a queen. That discussion with Elle and Tao was great. Elle telling Tao that she's not leaving him. She wants to experience new things and go to a different place, but she's not leaving him behind. They'll still be together. They will still see each other. She's not abandoning him, because that's what he's been worried about. He's putting in all this effort because he doesn't want her to leave him, and he's making the most of it like he never did with his dad before he left him. It's a sad reason, but I think she did a good job of reassuring him. She phrased it perfectly anyway. Whether it sticks or not is a different thing because it's a deep-rooted issue, but she phrased it perfectly. And again, I just don't know how these teenagers manage to say things in such succinct and perfectly get their point across. It's quite amazing, and they're all quite open. Isaac as well, going to find Charlie after leaving the movie night because he was worried about him and just simply asking what was wrong. Charlie didn't open up, but I'm proud of Isaac for asking. There are these things that cross our head where we think something's off with someone but we're too scared to say anything. I'm proud of them for actually doing these things. And they ended up having a nice movie night together, just the two of them, so that was great. Isaac did end up getting his movie night after all, and Charlie got some company after withdrawing himself for a while. I suppose the next step is making sure that Charlie gets some help, and I really hope that next episode will be where things start getting better for him. Nick will probably come back in the next episode, and hopefully Tori will have a conversation with him about it, and they can get him on the road to getting help, because he's suffering in silence and it's so hard to watch. Oh, and that scene of him telling Nick that he agrees and he thinks he has one, and then Nick breaking down. They both acted those so brilliantly. Like Charlie just crying on his bedroom floor, so heartbreaking to watch. And they both looked so helpless, you know, Nick not knowing what to do to help and feeling like it's all on him to help and breaking down over it, and then Charlie, you know, finally realizing what is wrong with him, but then not really knowing what to do about it because he doesn't think his parents would be great about it. So he's scared. It's him it's happening to, and he's scared, but Nick is scared for him and Tori's scared for him. It affects everyone involved, and I really hope he can start feeling better about himself this season. That's for today, guys. Thanks for my reaction to episode 2 of Heartstopper. If you want access to my uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 3. Bye!
I like